What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another R Bitcoin Top 10 past 24 hours for February 24th. As always, links will be in the description as well as 10% off crypto displays. I did miss the weekend. It was my birthday, had family stuff, and you know how all that goes. Anyway, number 10, we got why Tim Draper was out of the market for 6 months. Oh, wow, 9 minutes.
The degree to which you felt there was froth in valuations and the degree to which it's being unwound today, rightly so or not?
Actually, I've got to admit, I have been out of the market for about 6 months. It felt pretty lofty for me, and I kind of moved most of my stuff to crypto and Bitcoin.
Bam!
I think that's
just right off the bat, right there. All right, number 9, we got Warren Buffett on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, February 24th, 2020. So apparently Justin's son had given him a whole Bitcoin and like just over like 1 million Tron or just under 2 million Tron for during their dinner that they had on Galaxy Note S10s or whatever they were that he gave them to him on. But here's what Warren Buffett has to say.
Did Justin's son change your mind on cryptocurrencies? For anybody who doesn't know, Justin's son bought the dinner or the lunch that you just had from the last Glide Foundation fundraiser. He is actively involved in Bitcoin. After that meeting, his PR people put out some notes saying that, you know, you kind of listened to cryptocurrency and maybe you're a little more in tune with the idea of Bitcoin now.
Well, I would say this. When Justin and 4 friends came, they behaved perfectly, and we had a good 3.5-hour dinner, and the whole thing.
What do you mean they behaved perfectly?
Exchange of ideas, but cryptocurrencies basically have no value, and they don't produce anything. So you can look at your little ledger item for the next 20 years, and it says you've got X of this cryptocurrency or that. It doesn't reproduce. It doesn't deliver it. It can't mail you a check. It can't do anything. And what you hope is that somebody else comes along and pays you more money for it later on. But then that person's got the problem. But in terms of value, zero.
So it sounds like he did not change your position.
No, but I didn't change his either. And I had a very pleasant dinner, and those people they behaved more than well. And they gave 4.6, or Justin gave 4.6 million to Glide, and that will buy a lot of meals and provide a lot of beds for people in San Francisco. So I thank him.
He gave you some Bitcoin. What's it feel like to be a Bitcoiner?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't own Bitcoin?
No, I do not own one. I don't own any cryptocurrency. I never will. And in the end, I may start a Warren currency. Maybe I can create one, and I'll say there's only going to be 21 million of them, and you can have a little ledger sheet from me and everything that says you have it, and you can have it after I die, but you can't do anything with it except sell it to somebody else. And the interesting thing, of course, is that
I really hope he would make something like that. That'd be insane.
And people talked about how it would be used in various kinds of exchange, but none of our companies are doing business in Bitcoin or anything. Bitcoin
That's because you don't offer it.
I think, to move around a fair amount of money illegally.
No, that's what a lot of fiat currency is used for.
The logical move from the introduction of Bitcoin is to go short suitcases, because the money that was taken in suitcases from one country to another, suitcases will probably fall off in demand. I mean, so you can look at that as the economic contribution of Bitcoin to the society.
All right, number 8. Antonopoulos discussing what would happen in the next global economic crisis. Let's see how long this one is. 22. Oh, all right. So we've seen part of this before.
Like. And I want to ask a question that maybe at its face sounds pessimistic, but potentially could have an optimistic answer to it. Andreas, what do you think the next global economic crisis looks like for cryptocurrencies, digital assets, and...
Oh, they had short-linked. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's obviously an almost impossible question to answer because it's highly speculative. But I'll do my best. I think we're already on the verge of a big economic crisis. I think the situation that's happening in Asia with the spread of COVID-19 is going to precipitate an economic crisis, at least by damaging supply chains, even if it doesn't turn into a pandemic. So that's certainly going to be blamed as the reason for the economic crisis. But a global economic crisis has been coming for 10 years. None of the problems that happened in 2008 were fixed. And while I'm not an economics expert, I think the average person really can understand that a lot of it was just swept under the rug and bailed out. And the average person isn't much better off than they were then. How does that impact cryptocurrencies? I think that there's a tendency within the cryptocurrency space to look at this as an opportunity to test cryptocurrency as a lifeboat, as a safe haven. And I think that's a terrible attitude to have towards an economic crisis, because I think there's just as much chance that a slowdown in economic activity, especially in the tech sector, will reduce the amount of investment in the crypto space as well, which is part of the tech sector, and will cause a lot of people who are currently speculating to retrench and avoid investments that they see as perhaps also risky. So this could cut both ways, and we shouldn't be gleefully expecting to test the security of the lifeboat by sinking the ship. We're not ready for that kind of test. Cryptocurrency is not capable of supporting the scale of millions or even billions of people who might need to use it during an economic crisis.
Very interesting stuff. Number 7. Interesting. All right, what do we got? Expanding price increases if demand doubles. No one bats an eye. Expecting price increases from supply halving, and everyone loses their minds. Yeah, very, very true, actually. Number 6, we have Simpsons cryptocurrency equation. All right, what do we got here? Oh, goodness. SHA-256 is secure. RSA is correct. Since... What? I can't read that. That's interesting, though. Very interesting. Might have to try to find that that post later. Number 5, we have Monday Art. Yulia Tkach. Oh, very cool. Very cool. What is that? Like pastel or something? Or I wonder what kind of medium that is. That's very interesting. Number 4, we have this equation from The Simpsons. Okay, so this is a different shot of it. Huh. They have the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and what is that? Is that Feathercoin? What is the what's the yeah, Fedcoin. Why does this guy have a 0 here? Nothing? That's interesting. So maybe it is Fedcoin. All right, number 3, we got Bullish. JP Morgan just said crypto assets belong to your portfolio. I guess in is what they meant to say, but that's interesting. Number 2, college student with $5.25 in their pockets be like, I am once again asking if I should day trade Bitcoin. Okay. And number 1, we got Bitcoin accepted in my building in Dubai, Marina. Bitcoin accepted here. Coffee shop by Breaking Bread. Okay. Very interesting. All right, that's it for our Bitcoin top 10 past 24 hours. Let's go ahead and see if I can find that Simpsons post the other day. Oh, I think this might have been it. All right, let's watch this.
I will explain cryptocurrency by clicking the link to TV's most beloved series, Mr. Jim Parsons.
People think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually super cool. That's why I'm here to talk about the really cool subject of distributed consensus-based cryptocurrency. Kachinga. Could a nerd do that? I don't think so. For cryptocurrency to work, we need a record of
That's
every
hilarious.
transaction that occurs. These are recorded in what's called a distributed ledger.
I'm a consensus of shared and synchronized.
This is so funny.
Data spread across multiple platforms from Shanghai to Grenada. Each day I'm closer to being cash of the future. Not in your wallet, I'm in your computer. Oh yeah.
When you use the currency, the transaction is recorded in the ledger.
I can dig it.
And when one ledger book gets filled up, we add to a chain of previous books. That's the blockchain.
Later, glitches.
If you'd like to learn more about how cryptocurrencies work, here's everything else you need to know.
Wait. All right, let's see. It says cryptocurrency is a system that does not rely on a non-cryptocurrency central authority, but instead relies on a non-centralized distributed consensus of cryptocurrency ownership. Using the word cryptocurrency repeatedly when defining cryptocurrency makes it seem like we have a cryptocurrency novice's understanding of cryptocurrency. Well, that is a total pile of cryptocurrency. In this system, rules are defined for the creation of additional units of cryptocurrency. They can be generated by fiat, like traditional currency, or just thrown around randomly, or all given to LeBron. But for some reason, these crypto guys are really into computers, so we have big buildings full of energy gobbling something condition computers solving useless math problems, but now we can't have straws. Also, we know who Satoshi is, but we're not telling.
And goodbye from me, super cool Jim Parsons. It went in! 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 You saw it! It went in!
So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, that's it for our Bitcoin top 10 past 24 hours. As always, I'm Bitcoin Jake09. Peace, love, and hodl.